Corporate training using conversational engagement technology. Conversational engagement applies natural language processing and advanced search to simulate conversations. The technology rapidly analyzes user input and provides appropriate instruction. This video shows how a global leadership development company uses conversational engagement technology to teach effective interviewing skills. Content is provided by client subject matter experts. MedRespond writers expand and refine the content. Storyboards help visualize the program before production begins. Computational linguists build language models to analyze user inputs and guide the conversation. This process delivers a learning experience that is personalized for each user. The program begins with a set of instructions and progresses to the first activity.
You will be asked to lead an interview with Pat. I'll tell you a little bit about Pat and the position he's interviewing for in a moment. But first, let me explain how this program works. After you type in a question for the candidate, he will respond to you and I will also give you some feedback. Then you will be asked to select what kind of question you want to ask next.
In this video and those that follow, you'll see how MedRespond's technology analyzes each response.
Pat, please describe a time when you needed to complete several things at the same time and tell me what you did to get the work done.
Absolutely. 8 years ago when I was in college, I had a pretty heavy workload. I was taking 6 different classes at the same time and I was involved in a lot of activities. I was also working at the local coffee shop 10 hours a week. It was a pretty stressful time.
You've said that you want to ask Pat for a different example of planning and organizing. What will you ask Pat?
Can you give me another example?
Sure. Well, I had 7 different projects that were all due during the past week. I was on schedule on 5 of them, but needed extra time for the other 2 projects. So I worked with my manager to prioritize each project and create a schedule to complete them. I also asked my manager for assistance from other people on the team to help with the projects that were behind schedule.
Real-time coaching speeds learning. Natural language processing measures the user's words against a model response. If the user's words are within the standards, the host praises the user and moves to the next practice session.
You've said that you would ask a question to determine motivational fit. Type in your question for Pat.
How did you feel when you completed those projects?
I really liked that I was challenged. It focused me on what needed to be done and helped me organize my work. I learned a lot from that.
Great job. You've collected some valuable motivational fit information.
If the user's response is outside of linguistic parameters, the host provides immediate guidance. In this case, the host explains why certain questions are inappropriate.
How old are you?
I'd rather focus on my qualifications for the job, if you don't mind.
Beware of questions that touch on potentially personal issues such as the candidate's home life, marital status, or ethnicity. These may be illegal questions. Only questions that pertain to the candidate's qualifications for the job are appropriate.
Fundamentally, conversational engagement algorithms characterize a user's words. In this exchange, the question is characterized as off-topic. Watch how the host provides a non-judgmental guidance.
How many trees are in Central Park?
That's an interesting question. Do you know the answer?
Research has shown that questions like that are not predictive of on-the-job performance. In some situations, like when you're evaluating for specific skills, these types of questions might be appropriate. However, in this simulation, we are only evaluating behavioral interviewing skills.
Conversational engagement programs provide a safe place to practice and review coursework at any time. Realistic practice simulations reinforce the skills taught in your workshops or courses. To learn more about applying conversational engagement to your training, contact Carlton Ketchum, Vice President, Customer Growth.